Hey everyone, welcome back for a brand new video about that show where the world ends but people keep playing the lottery, The Walking Dead. Warning, beyond this point there are serious spoilers for people who are not up to date in AMC's The Walking Dead television universe and the comic books, and even for those of you who are, as some of the spoilers are from episodes that haven't aired yet. In this video we're going to give you our binge breakdown of the brand new final trailer for TWD Season 11C. We're also going to give you our Rampage recap of some alleged leaked spoilers for the last installment of episodes and talk about how legitimate they might be. But before we get into any spoilers, we're going to take a look at this trailer.
Binge. Rampage.
We just want to warn everyone that this trailer has an orange-reddish filter over most of the shots, but it does appear that most of the moments in this promo will appear without the filters in the final episodes. The first shot is a bird's eye view of some walkers roaming through a field, but no clue as to the actual location. The next moment shown is a repeat of our core survivors all huddled around a fire, probably contemplating what their game plan will be. After that, we get a killer montage of some of the most intense moments in the series leading up to these two shots from 11C of the former husband and wife in Commonwealth danger, which we have seen before in the first teaser trailer for The Last 8.
Fall back! Fall back!
After a few more legacy shots, we get a cool stylized intro into the new 11C footage. This even looks like the fence the climbing walker will get over that leads into the wooded area, which seems to be the same ominous location where Jerry and Aaron just might meet their makers. Following a few random walker shots, we get one of the king with a new look on his face, scared. It's rare to see Ezekiel like this. Could this be the new super walkers, or some other threat? Will Ezekiel survive cancer and one last time jump just to be killed in the last episode? We don't think so.
Pineapple on pizza makes no sense.
Pizza.
The trailer then cuts to a shot of Rick Grimes 2.0, Aaron. He looks concerned here and he's in the woods. Can we have any more foreshadowing? After a few more gratuitous walker shots and a repeat moment from the first trailer with a walker that's into bondage, we get a cut to a cool silhouette shot that features Elijah, Lydia, and Aaron in the middle of a herd in the woods. Things aren't looking too bloody good. Could Elijah also end up dead? Next up is yet another repeat of Team Magna and Connie creeping along a fence line in total stealth mode, but what their mission is remains a mystery. Following that moment, we get a wide walker shot of a small group walking a path in the woods before the promo cuts to a new shot of Princess in the woods on some type of ladder looking at something with concern. Is she seeing the herd approaching? Probably. This shot here is very intriguing as a pale hand is seen starting to open a door in a sea of walkers before a jump cut of the same location in night vision mode of someone or something coming out of that door. What the f*** is going on here? Following that, we get a subterranean moment of Daryl underground in a sewer system, which most likely matches this shot, which means Connie is with him. Where's Dog at? After that is a shot of Rosita, who appears to be holding a phone or some kind of tape recorder. What news did she just find out? We'll talk a little more about that later during the spoiler section. The next shot appears to come from the same moment that was teased in an earlier trailer of Smart Walkers. Can they do chores or drive for Uber? The trailer then cuts to a film noir looking profile shot of the almost cartoonish Lance Hornsby. This guy has total Two-Face vibes. This repeat shot here is made to be terrifying. We see Lydia in the woods in the background, but up close is a kind of hunched over Jerry, and as he swings his blade towards a walker, an inverted film filter tells us something ominous might be coming for the King's Jerbear. After that moment, we get a shot of Connie looking very concerned. Has she just lost someone? Is she about to? Following another random walker shot, we get Lydia walking through the woods with some kind of fuel container. Is she burning it all down? The next few quick shots seem to match this moment we've seen before, which really makes us worry for Elijah. This shot is interesting when we looked at it slowly as we noticed what appears to be a sword handle sticking out of a walker while Aaron runs by. Is Judith in trouble? Well, this is The Walking Dead. Everyone's always in trouble. The next moment shows Father Gabe in some serious contemplation while his voiceover talks about people remembering the last thing you do. Will he end up dead before the finale is over? After a nice wide overhead shot of a herd of walkers in a field, the action kicks back in with someone getting slammed on the ground that just might be Daryl. But who's throwing him around like a ragdoll? The action then switches to a few stormtroopers running, then a shaky shot of a walker who seems to be moving fast. This moment seems to match this earlier shot we've already seen, and then we get a huge treat. Eugene spear tackles a stormtrooper. He has finally become a little tough. Go Eugene. After another shot we've seen before, we get a new one of the governor in her fancy high-back chair thinking about more ways to oppress poor people. Nice work, Pam. Following that moment, we get one of Eugene in what feels like a courtroom. His outfit matches these leaked photos from the filming of the last few episodes, so this must be close to the end here. The next shot tells us Rosita still has her stormtrooper gear, but we know eventually she will be going rogue. The trailer then cuts over to this super hectic shot of Ezekiel, Carol, Nabila, and one of the kids looking around frantically in a crowd. We believe this is when Calhoun and Eugene's ex are chasing the children, but it's tough to say with all the filters. After that, we get another stormtrooper shot of a lone soldier on some kind of guard duty wandering around before the trailer cuts to Yumiko in a courtroom. Has she taken Eugene's case? Following that moment, we get Kelly and 2 others in the woods, but no real story info here. We then cut to the 50th Stormtrooper shot of the trailer before we get an action shot of Negan about to take on 2 of the Commonwealth soldiers. What's happening here? This shot shows someone being thrown down. Is this Kelly? There's lots of Stormtroopers here, so whoever it is, they're in trouble. The next shot is a very scared looking Judith, which kind of breaks our hearts, and then we get a great shot of Carol the Protector with her trusty bow and arrows. How many bodies will Carol rack up before the end? Is she still safe if her part in the spin-off is off? Speaking of spin-offs, the last 3 shots show us some of our favorite new stars of their own shows, Maggie, Negan, and Daryl. But where the f*** is Rick and Michonne at? The final series graphic is a cool old school reverse clock, and we're left counting down the minutes to the final mid-season premiere. What do you think? Will the ending be a letdown? Will Rick actually appear? And if so, will it just be a meaningless post-credit scene, or will we get something with substance? As long as we get some more dog fighting, we're good. No, not that kind of dog fighting. Now it's time to talk about some allegedly leaked plot details from the final 8 and how legitimate they might be. If you don't want anything possibly spoiled, you need to leave now, because it's
Spoiler time.
Now let's go over the spoilers, and then we'll talk about the credibility of the source. Unfortunately, we don't have any detailed episodic spoilers. These are more overall or event-based spoilers. The first one tells us that all episodes of 11C will open up with Judith giving a monologue about the upcoming episode. This is maybe meant for the ending, which in the comics showed kind of an epilogue with a grown-up Carl. Will we see a grown-up Judith in 1124? We know there's a time jump on at least one of Jerry's kids due to a leaked on-set photo, but whether or not we'll get to see an adult Judith Grimes is still anyone's guess. As far as Judith's monologue, another spoiler lets us know that each one will also feature dead or gone characters from the show. Even if Judith was too young to know the characters, it's a safe bet Carl or Michonne told her about all the OG Walking Dead gang. These intro pieces, if they are in fact legit, are going to definitely pull at some heartstrings with some of the best moments of the series retold through the future of the show. This spoiler is very scary. It seems that episode 18 will end on a major cliffhanger and a super unexpected death that comes out of nowhere and will shock some fans. Who could this be? What would shock the comic fans? They saw baby Judith gunned down in her mother's arms. They saw Rosita and Ezekiel's heads on a pike, and they saw Gabe gutted and left hanging like laundry. What could possibly shock them? If it's gotta be a comic character, that eliminates RJ, Dog, Daryl, even technically Judith, but it does leave open other possibilities. What do you think? Who is this major death? Are these spoilers legit? The final spoiler we want to talk about is the end credit scene. All that we're told, which is kind of common sense, is that there will be a scene after the credits are over that will tease one of the spin-offs. But that's it. With 5 possible spin-offs, who the f*** knows? It's obviously one of the 3 unreleased spin-offs, and a Rick or Michonne appearance would be what fans are hoping for, but the fact that they've had Negan, Daryl, and Maggie on set for filming the entire season, it could easily be one of them as well. We don't really want just a post-credit scene with Rick, but at the very least, that's what the fans deserve. They need closure for his story. Now let's talk about the credibility of the source. We've got these spoilers from the TWD Universe Network account on IG. In the past, this account has posted spoilers that have come true on numerous occasions. They have, however, also posted spoilers that turned out to be false. They have been right a fair amount more than they have been wrong, but we want to be honest about our source, and as with any spoiler, please take it all with a grain of salt until you see the action play out on screen.
Doing this all wrong.
We will continue to monitor all the known spoiler sources for more up-to-date information, and we'll be there to the very bitter end of this terrible, wonderful, apocalyptic journey. Thanks so much for watching our videos, everyone. As always, we're on the lookout for any new promo videos or leaked spoilers to help prove or disprove all the rumors out there about our favorite show where even the softest people can become total beasts, The Walking Dead. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Binge Rampage. Click that notifications bell for our channel so you can see our next video as soon as it comes out, and don't forget to subscribe.
It's not going to end until I end it.
And I got no doubt you will. But I also got no doubt that you are firmly in the crosshairs of this land's asshole. So I'm coming with you.